Hi, Matthew Loop here. Thank you so much for checking out this quick short video. What I'm going to do real fast is share with you how to create a sponsored story on Facebook and why exactly you would want to do that and some of the benefits of utilizing this particular ad over the traditional Facebook ad. But first, I'd like to invite you to connect with me on my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/Matthew J. Loop. If you love internet marketing, if you love Facebook, and are always looking for new ways to build your business profitably through social media, you're going to really like the updates that I post. But without any further ado, I'd like to show you exactly how to create a Facebook sponsored story. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to facebook.com/advertising. And when you go to facebook.com/advertising, all you're going to do is either click create an ad or manage your existing ads if you currently have ads running on Facebook. But let's go ahead and click create an ad. After I do that, Facebook's going to redirect me to my ads interface, and you've probably seen this, especially if you run ads frequently. Let me go ahead and describe some of these details in depth for you. The destination is simply where you want to drive the traffic and visitors to on Facebook. You could either set this as a Facebook page like I've done, or you can set this as an external URL like www.yourname.com or whatever other website off of Facebook that you want to drive the traffic to. I'll give you a little tip though. If you keep your traffic on Facebook, so if you utilize your Facebook fan page or another page that you've created, Facebook rewards you with a lower cost per click. Many marketers are unfamiliar with that, so try to keep the traffic on Facebook if you want to lower your cost per click. Now, in order to do a Facebook sponsored story, you can see here that I have the option. I need to actually have a Facebook fan page, and if you haven't already created a Facebook fan page, you can go to facebook.com/pages to create your first page and get all the stuff designed, your custom landing tab, and get some content on the page. Then you can utilize a sponsored story. So what I would do is, if I wanted to use a sponsored story, I'm going to click the Sponsored Stories tab, and these question marks will give me some insight as to what exactly they are and the purposes and such. But what I like to do for the purposes of this demonstration is we're going to go with a page like story. I find this is the most powerful sponsored story as far as getting other fans to connect with you and, of course, reducing your cost per click. Now, one of the things that I need to discuss real fast is what's called newsfeed optimization and EdgeRank. Now, in the past, newsfeed optimization / EdgeRank is basically where, let me just go to my newsfeed real fast. So, let's say you post a status update on Facebook. Well, what's going to happen is that it used to be that most of your friends would actually see your statuses. So they would actually see whatever you're speaking about. Well, since Facebook actually transformed into more of a business, that's not the case. And sponsored stories typically appear right in this area. You can see sponsored right here on the right-hand side. Sometimes they will actually appear on the profile just above your Facebook ads. So these are just the regular sponsored ads. Many times sponsored stories appear above the Facebook ads. So you get more exposure and you get social proof because this particular type of sponsored story, the page like story, allows anyone that clicks your particular ad, it will allow their friends to see that, hey, they liked Matthew Loop or your fan page, and what they will also do is they will put the names of your friends below, so it builds social proof. Just like this one right here, we can see Miller Lite is advertising, and all of these friends, like 9 friends here, that like Miller Lite. So what that does is build social proof that I might want to check this page out. That's exactly the power of a sponsored story, and where you can see it appear on your newsfeed and also in your on your profile page. But it builds massive social proof, so your conversions are much higher, meaning that people that are clicking on your ad, your click-through rate is much higher. It's very common for me to have 0.15 and above click-through rates. If you know anything about Facebook, you know that a 0.035 is actually a pretty good click-through rate, and anything above that is, exceptional. But if you use a sponsored story, you can blow that out of the water by 3, 4, 5 times and get more traffic to the page, accelerate your likes. There's just many, many advantages of using this page like story. So you're going to click the page like story and you're going to scroll down. We can see that it's going to show me a preview of my ad and what other people will see. I can select my location. I can select the same exact demographics as I would on a regular Facebook ad. So you can target by precise interest. You can go and switch to broad category targeting if you know. You can actually target by schools. So if you're targeting by education, what college someone went to, or if you're targeting by language or single, married, you have all the same targeting options that you do in a normal Facebook ad. However, sponsored stories will help you increase your click-through rates. They'll help you decrease your cost per click because right now it's less competitive. I don't know how long that's going to stay like that, but sponsored stories are less competitive, so make sure you are utilizing them today. So I basically described to you everything on this particular page that you can expect when you utilize a sponsored story. And as I mentioned before, the cost per clicks are substantially less to this point in time. Now, if you actually go with one of these page post stories or page post like stories, these are more cost per click. You're going to pay much higher simply because your page post story is when you post an update on your page, your fans are guaranteed to see it. As I mentioned before, one of the misconceptions that people have on Facebook is when that, let's say I post a status update on Facebook. Well, something, not everyone sees this particular status update like they used to. There are certain things that you can do, of course, comments, likes, and other things to help enhance how many people see this and if it gets into your main news feed, your top news feed. But overall, since Facebook turned into a business, that's just not the case. So you really have to utilize sponsored stories to guarantee placement on your friends and their friends' newsfeed. So that's what sponsored stories are used for. And we can see that the targeting options, as I mentioned before, are very, very similar, just like the other ones, but you will pay a less cost per click. Keep that in mind. Build your first sponsored story today, and you're going to see that you're going to have increased click-through rates, and you'll be paying a lot less. Hopefully you've enjoyed this particular video tutorial, and you've really began to see the value of utilizing a sponsored story and some of the benefits and advantages that we spoke about just a little bit earlier. Here's what I want you to do next. I want you to go ahead and check out my blog post on the biggest Facebook ads marketing event of the year. I'm actually going to put a video link below this particular blog post so you can see and check it out. What I did is I spent over $101,000 in the last 15 months on Facebook advertising. And I found out what works, what doesn't. I've been able to generate a continuous 3-to-1 return on investment from running Facebook ads, and I want to share everything that I've learned in my particular testing and tweaking. I want to share that with you right now. If you go to this blog post, you can go ahead and scroll down and you can see everything that you'll discover on the call. There's some absolute powerful golden nuggets and gems that I shared and revealed about how to write your ads, what's the most effective way to decrease your cost per click, how to really write content that pulls, gets fans, not just gets fans, but gets them onto your email list and makes sales. So it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a professional, or an online marketer, you absolutely can benefit from this information. And don't mind the date that you see. You're going to scroll down and you'll see a date that's attached, this Tuesday, May 17th. This is, I'm leaving the actual register link up so you can go ahead and check it out and grab your copy. It's 2 hours of content-packed information. Facebook ads is not as simple as many would lead it out to be. So you can actually grab this anytime. I'm going to put a sales page together probably in the next few weeks, so we're definitely going to increase the price, but there's just a tremendous amount of value, and of course you benefit from my experience. I say my pain, your gain, so to speak. So anyway, check that out. I'll put the link below this video right now. Hopefully you did enjoy this particular video on Facebook sponsored stories, and you start to implement that today. You're going to see that your click-through rates are going to be exceptionally high, and your cost per click will be a little bit lower. So if you have any questions, definitely make sure we're connected on Facebook. That's Facebook.com/. Matthew J. Loop, and I'll be able to help you out in any way that I can. Click the like button to become a fan so we can stay connected, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.